Thank you. Well, the sunshine finally out. It's good. Nice to see you again. I know.
Absolutely.
Years ago,
It was an amazing day. Thank you. Yeah, no, welcome to Wolf Lane.
You've been doing all these amazing things.
Well, yes, and with obviously the We Move project, but yes, this is a phenomenal site. We're really proud to have it and to show you some of what we do here and what the young people have been doing. So,
You only gave me about a minute or two to speak to you, so it's quite nice to finally come and get to see where you actually are.
unexpected, but
I
absolutely
know,
delightful.
I keep an eye, see, I note. You're the people I keep backing up and keep seeing what you're up to. That's the
Thank
thing.
you.
You just stay around.
Hi. So I'm Yvonne's deputy. Yeah, and I'm based here. Well,
Good team.
yeah,
What's your
very good team.
background?
So my background is actually local authority and football. So in fact, I came to Buckingham Palace when your father was very well actually. It was when Arsenal first had their new stadium, because I helped develop the stadium. Yeah, and basically they were due to do the launch, your grandmother and your grandfather, but your grandfather wasn't very well on the day. So then your grandmother invited us all to Buckingham Palace, the whole team, and the Arsenal team. So we went there and had dinner because you're a Villa fan, aren't you?
Well, I can't comment on Arsenal, honestly.
If you look over there, you'll see Spurs. Just down there, you see Arsenal.
No, I realise where I am in London here. I've got to be careful where you're
Yes.
what's going on. There'll be a line somewhere around here where there's a Tottenham Arsenal cap.
But my work covers as well, it's covered housing, it's covered homelessness, it's covered a whole range of things as well. And obviously now we're in this beautiful natural space for healing and nature. And
How new is this for you then? When did you
We
move
moved here in 2018. Yeah, and we're part of the consortium of organisations that manage the London place. It's 3.5 acres. It belongs to London Planning Gate, which is a 25-year lease. We just built three amazing eco buildings, which you'll be trying to we'll go into and see what we've been doing as well.
I'm so glad we got a day.
It's
fantastic.
Some sunshine. Maybe all the rain we've had recently. It's quite nice to see the sun.
Very good. Very good to see you. That's good to see you.
How things?
Very good, yeah. It's really good to be here. You're belly.
My mum trust. Yeah, exactly. Because when I'm here, my mum tries to not make it too much because we ain't got the heat to burn off the. You know what I mean? Whereas back home, we eat food at 3.
So using Black Rootz space.
Yeah, all the way down to the hole. Yeah, fantastic. And good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Very nice to meet you. What's your name?
Desiree.
Desiree, hello.
Jemima.
Jemima, hello. Lucy, hi.
True.
Very nice to see you. And you're all the way from Hull?
Yeah.
Did you come around this morning or last night?
Last night.
Was it okay?
Yeah.
Good bus journey? Not so much rainwater around? Point rain, and you're okay?
Yeah.
Good.
You're probably a fan of the rain, right?
And you're learning about, you're doing some gardening?
Yeah.
Where do you do it in Hull? You got space up there to do it?
Yeah. We got allotment. Yeah.
Allotment. What are you growing?
Potatoes, vegetables like carrots, beetroots.
Okay. All healthy stuff, good.
Yeah.
Excellent. And why do you like doing it?
It's relaxing and calming, and I just feel really nice around the environment. Yeah.
Does it help you guys calm down? Do you feel quite sort of chilled when you're outside doing that sort of thing? Yeah, it's good. What would you be doing if you weren't doing gardening? Reading. That's good. Good answer. Reading. Yeah. It's usually TV, your phones, and social media, otherwise, isn't it?
Playing sports.
Playing sports, good. Excellent. What sports do you play?
Netball.
Netball, good. Cricket as well. Music. Good. You guys seem quite active. That's good. It's important. Got to get outdoors, especially when the sun's shining. It's nice to get out, isn't it? But have you got into gardening then? Is it something do you like sort of creating stuff and making stuff in the soil and seeing things grow? It's quite fun, isn't it? It's amazing when you see the seeds and you see what they end up turning into. I'm always surprised by that. I can never tell what anything is though. You guys quite good at understanding what everything looks like?
Yeah.
You never tell when they're growing like this, you're like, what is that? Is that something like that? Is that whatever? Always looking for the labels next to things to try and tell what everything is.
Do you want to guess what this is over here?
I probably don't want to guess, no. Just tell me what it is.
They're broad beans.
They're broad beans, are they? There you go. Brilliant. And in here they probably go quite nicely, don't they?
Yeah.
Get nice and warm in here. Good.
Let me introduce you as well to Big Zuu and Paulette.
Big Zoo's lurking in the background.
Yes,
Sorry,
please.
Well, how are you, Big Zoo?
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to see you.
How you doing? You
Yeah,
okay?
good, thanks. You know a lot about food anyway, don't you?
Yes. Not the growing of it, just the cooking.
The cooking part.
But we want to get you stuck in over here. Please meet Paulette.
Come see Paulette. Hi, Paulette. Nice to see you. How are you?
I'm very
Good to see
good.
you. Is this your space in here?
It is. Black Rootz has been here since 2019. And we have this space. We have our prop house, which is next door. We specialise in growing food that people wouldn't necessarily think would grow in England. Taking into consideration in England we only grow 10% of the seed that's available to us.
Right.
We kind of like look at like the rest. And old food as well. So things like the tinder, things like that in the Victorian time we used to use before we had mustard with tinder. Yeah.
And what are you finding? What works the best in here growing wise? What do you?
At the moment, we're growing, as the young people said, we've got broad beans.
Yep.
We've got at this time of year, we've got salads. We've got quite a lot of salads. We have at the front, we've got bean shoots. So we make kind of like salad mixes and so on. We're sowing at the moment. We're sowing chilies, the tomatoes. We're sowing now, and we've got aubergines. Yeah, that we're sowing now because the season is in.
What experiments growing have you tried that maybe have and haven't worked?
I think actually haven't worked. We're growing collard greens. We've grown last year. We grew peanuts, groundnuts. We grow tiger nut. We grow physalis or Cape gooseberries. We grow saltbush, which we're giving to the young ones to take home.
What's
Do you want
that?
to have a taste? Have a taste.
Do you just take a leaf?
Take a leaf and have a taste.
Let's try saltbush.
You're better than me. I don't know about eating the random leaf. I'm gonna try.
Just check there's no capsicum on it.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. It is very salty.
It's salty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we do is that we try and
That's
encourage
mad.
people to use the plant
Right.
to reduce their salt intake.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'd sprinkle that on a.
Yeah, you put it in your salads. You can put it when you're making a stew. You can put it in the stew.
It tastes a little like seaweed.
It's a bit
Yeah,
mad.
like
it's
seaweed
a bit
salad,
salty.
Yeah.
Can we get you potting?
Yes, they can.
There's something over here for you.
You're very warmly dressed today, Big Zuu. Do you
Yeah.
feel cold?
No, I don't feel nothing. I was ready. Listen, I'm not playing when it comes to the
You look like
English
you're going
weather.
skiing today.
I might just go down the slope. Listen, are you gonna get glovey or
No,
you going straight
no,
in?
let's get-
Let's go. I like
Let's
that.
get fingers filthy.
Right, let's get you over here.
Okay, so what we're doing with you is that we've got.
Get involved. Come on.
Right,
Show them what you're doing.
So guys, you know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing, exactly.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend.
Big Zuu.
You do.
No,
We're
no,
together,
no,
Big Zuu,
no,
come on.
Now I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm
Okay,
doing. Well, let's show you.
You're doing our salads, please.
Salads, okay.
For the young people to take home.
Yes.
All right.
So we start with a
Okay,
little
so
bit of
what
soil
we'll
in the
do
bottom,
is
right?
that we have, we tend to
sprinkle.
get people to have perennials.
Yep.
So we've got, I'm not quite sure if you've got that at home, but this is what we call three-cornered leeks.
Yes.
They're a perennial, so they'll come back every year. Got a smell.
Yeah, cool. Great,
Right,
very
so
strong.
it's like garlic. So all we need you to do, really, and there's enough that you can share it with your dad.
Okay,
Right, so if you split it, you'll see like the little bowls.
gotcha.
And in the summer months, it gets these beautiful little white flowers.
Okay.
And if you give it to the children, they go, oh, eat flowers, and then they put them in a pot, and they get that little flower. And then when people come into dinner,
Yep.
you can put it on your salad.
Gotcha.
It's really quite common.
Okay.
Right, so what you're going to do is that you're going to make a bit of a hole. So we need to stack it up to here.
Am I doing it right?
Let's have a look.
You don't need to.
You need to keep an eye
You don't
on
need to guide me.
Yeah, he needs
I need some guidance.
We need
Needs
a
guidance,
bit
yeah.
of compost.
You need to make it straight as well.
Straight.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
thought you just align it.
Can't bit it bendy. We're going straight.
Right, so you need to put a little bit more compost
More,
in
yeah?
there, yeah,
Alright, go on.
and then you're going to put it up to here,
Alright, cool.
yeah, so fill it up a bit and then make a little hole, put it up,
Bit more.
yeah,
Have you done any gardening before?
You know what? I've done some with Paulette before.
Yeah.
We did some in a garden, and it was very interesting. I realised that I actually don't work that hard.
So it's gardening?
Yeah, I'm good at delegating.
Okay. That's
Good at
good.
telling people what to do.
Yeah, Paulette won't let you get away with that.
No,
Yeah.
you have to get stuck in.
right, so we're doing this, and then
Yeah.
you're
Straight in.
putting
Alright,
it
boom.
up to there,
Okay. Up to the top of that.
I don't know why I'm so afraid of that.
and then hold it with one hand,
Go on.
You know what I mean?
some more compost, and then we're going to, yeah, top it up.
This has to survive, mate. You know that's what.
It definitely has. We check on people that we can plant.
If it doesn't, just blame Big Zuu.
Don't blame me, please. It's not my fault.
Are you okay up there?
Do you know what? I did plant a tree in Scone Palace.
Did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
with next to, I think it was the king of China or something. It was very random. I don't know why my tree is there, but I'm
What kind
part
of
of.
tree was it?
I wish I could tell you,
Is
but I
it
know
still
that I'm
alive?
part of the palace.
Still going.
Yes,
Good.
I'm in the Scone.
You're in the school. There you
See,
go. Is
see,
that
you're
enough?
not doing it.
It's okay?
You're not doing it properly.
No more?
Yeah, a bit more here.
Gotcha.
So we'll get him to stand up straight.
Okay. How's that?
Oh, that looks a bit alright.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Passes
Hang on.
the bullet test?
Let me just put a little bit more in there for you. And we'll do it down so it stands up straight.
Some of them are from the studio that we went to, and they're actually
How does taking those work in the field? Because you go sanctify it you get out of it. Ever had the interest in people beforehand, or is this something you think, you know what, I could do a project for that? I don't know if I can open the gateway for you guys to photography. The guys that are here, they might be able to more how to do that. So you can kind of, you find it more, kind of skill set.
like to read it, and that's a quality to it. Because it doesn't matter what background you're from, or culture you're from, or how different you are, but I feel like spending time together with group, one that we love, and just capturing that is a beautiful thing to look upon, because, you know, life doesn't last forever, so to capture that and visualize and think about it is very, very good.
So you came up with a composition and you decided that's what goes up.
Yeah, it is lovely. We had some fun in the park, so we're interacting with around. Again, it's their safe space, so great work is coming out between them. Yeah, it's take much to get from one another. But just be communication with them. They do very, very good.
It's almost harder to pick out one thing to do with the camera. There's so many opportunities, so quick to do it, and trying to decide which one to do is always a hard thing. You know, that's the place I want to go with it.
Oh, you're a good worker, yeah. He is somewhere. Yeah. It's nice, yeah.
Here he is. Good to see you, Harold. Look like you won something there, Harold. You're quite happy.
This is very difficult to break through with the network. It's so hard to break through. So when we're able to mentor, they get them into new spaces, it will help them get to do something.
And it's just that the offering is kind of going to be more organic.
Yeah, for me, I struggle and I'm an adult, so where I can break my space, then I can follow through with the younger people, but it's tricky, it's a teaching. We've still got a long way to go trying to break through spaces. It's hard.
Last two photos, right?
Hello, everyone. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah. I think you've been planning, discussing a podcast, some of your work, right?
Yes.
Tell us a bit more.
So at TAG, we like to do things like debates and interviews. We interview brand owners. We create content tailored towards the youth and our local community. So is there any advice you could give us when we're giving these interviews?
Your interviews.
Yeah.
He does it day in, day out. So who are you speaking to when you do your interviews? Or are you giving the interviews?
We've done interviews in the past with different people, like,
for example, like Tag Radio, they're like very career driven. So there was a time when I stated I wanted to do something about cybersecurity. So they put in the cybersecurity for me. So I knew that how I'm gonna plan my life being that job. And sometimes we've done interviews like with local community CEOs, like local salon owners and hair owners. Just basically interviewing to give more information about our local community.
And what do you find when you talk about stuff? What comes out? What's the interesting bits that come out of interviews? 'Cause it's always important to have a bit of a sort of meat behind the interview.
We ask questions like, what are the challenges that come with things like owning a business, how they started, why they do what they're doing, and yes, it's interesting. It's always inspiring as well.
And I feel like it just gives us that skill as young people. Obviously, like we have a lot of skills we're already built. For example, like argumentative skills to the debates, and obviously we work in production, we direct our own shows, we do research. It just builds a lot of skills for us.
And it's also like an opportunity for us to do like lived experiences, so we can actually boost our confidence going on into our future.
Definitely. So the social skills around conducting and being in an interview is really important. Is that being able to talk, read somebody is really important. Being able to tell when you're getting close to a question, or you're upsetting them, or you're getting someone excited. All that stuff is important, when you're answering those questions. But do you like what bit of it do you like about it? Is it the idea you can ask the questions? Is it the answers? Is it the fact you get to meet new people? what part of the sort of podcast and the interview process do you like the most?
I like when I get to meet the community, so like what they've gone through, like the process they've taken in order to get to where they are right now. And it's like, it motivates me, to be honest. It motivates me, so it's like I'm a lot more inspired to achieve things that I want to achieve, so which is really good and actually inspiring. Yeah.
I find it quite interesting from a perspective point of view. You see, you think you know how everyone lives. We don't.
Yeah.
All of us think and feel and experience different things in different ways, and I find it always very interesting hearing other people's take the same thing that I might have seen. I always find that fascinating because it kind of reminds me, it's like puts you back in your box. You're like, hang on a second, not everyone thinks like you. It's really important for you.
Richard, your show is very much about.
Yeah. So my show is One Extra Talks. So it's the only black talk show on national radio at the moment. So it kind of amplifies the voices of black communities across the country. I think a lot of the conversations are quite London-centric, but for us on the show, it's important that people understand that black experience differs depending on where you are in the country. There's not much like it, but I think we have really important conversations, really. And that's why we partnered with BBC Children in Needs. That's why we support the We Move Forward Fund. It's important to have conversations around equity and what that can do to create change. I think sometimes the money can feel like a dirty word, but actually you cannot create change without resource. So for us, it's really important to reflect on the fact that this resource or this equity will not just provide a change in reality for young black children, but it will provide a change in reality for black adults, the future of black adults, and the black adults that live in community with these children as well.
And Richie, what topics of conversations or what things do you talk about that you kind of get a reaction from and you think the community really want to hear more about?
Well, we talk about everything. I can use the closest example, the recent example, when we were talking about how the national curriculum originally, historically wasn't built with like black identity in mind, and how for a lot of young people they can feel lost in that process. So actually, if you're learning about history that doesn't reflect your reality, if you're given examples that don't reflect what's going on inside your home, of course we're in community with each other, irrespective of race. But if you are involved in a system or involved in a statutory organisation that doesn't reflect your reality, quite often you can feel like you're being left behind. But I think we're living in a time now where people are scared to have a conversation about race, and people think in identifying difference, you're separating yourself out. But you're able to identify difference and celebrate it. And I think that's what we attempt to do in the right way.
But I get the impression that the younger generation is a bit more slightly more tricky topics that older generations talk about. We have that a lot, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
And that must help draw out some of the sort of the more nuances and the things that all of us want to be able to talk about.
Absolutely. I want to hear like your reflection on those kind of things, because I think we have those conversations. I think people are quite scared. Of course, for you, I think you probably have those conversations regularly. Based on what you've seen, what do you think the importance is of initiatives like this that focus on black children and have those conversations?
Definitely. No, I think this is really important. That's why I'm here today. But I think what you're doing as well, Richie, by being that sort of convener, if you like, for lots of young black voices is so crucial, because if we don't hear your voices, we can't possibly understand, how everything fits in the community. And we're only a community if we listen to everyone. So it's kind of all those layers kind of coming together. So the fact you're doing a radio show where you guys are also learning skills about how to interview, which I think sets you up nicely for potentially a career in the future. But also you're tackling some bigger topics that need to be talked about. Then for me it's all about a message. If we're not talking about stuff, there's no message, and we need to be able to hear each other and listen to each other. And we've lost the art of debating now, I think.
I agree.
Everyone just wants to send a quick message on social media or a quick text, and it's just fired off, and usually you read it incorrectly or it's got different connotations in it. By talking about that, Richie, like your job, it's so important that you feel your voice is heard, you feel you get the point across, but you can also debate with people who might agree, who might disagree.
And the team turned around and said, we're not standing for that, and he lost his job. So what can show you is that sometimes there's power in how things are. We have a wonderful guest here.
Trying to sneak in.
Yeah. It's so on.
Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us and joining this discussion. It's been going really well. So far, I think.
A warm welcome to you, sir, and to Alex, my co-director for We Move Forward. We've just got started. We've been talking about some of the hopes that young people in the room have and are living some of the dreams, but also the barriers that they face that they overcome. We've talked from
can I hear a little bit about the barriers from those who you know, where are some of the barriers coming from?
Hello, myself. So, I would say a lot of people, there's no sort of shoulder to shoulder within like a close environment anymore. I don't feel like, there's a lot of people that don't know what they're doing and really don't know how far they're going to go, where they want to go in life, and I think it's just important, us as a retailer, especially JD Sports, I went from being 17 years old not knowing what to do in life to now being a manager in a senior branch with 150 employees and really making sure that people have got a clear route of if they want to take the way in retail, we can show you the way to do it.
Can I ask you about your younger self when you were 17?
Okay.
What were the influences around you that kind of could have steered you in certain directions that maybe weren't there? You said, a lot of 17-year-olds don't know what they're going to do later life. But how do we? Is it maybe? Do we have to go back to that sort of level where we give structure and guidance to young men and women at that age as like what they could do, what they couldn't do, rather than like you said, you maybe found yourself at somebody at JD Sports and then all these opportunities arrived. Is it about going as early as we can and giving young people the chance to experience or think that they could do this earlier?
Yeah, I think it's so important that everyone gets that little bit of confidence, and like what we do around this table, and it really shows sort of there are a lot of people in the same situation. For me, it's more personal. I grew up in a single parent household, just my mum raising the two of us, and I kind of knew that I just had more to myself and what I wanted to do, and I didn't know where I was going. I started I was playing in a football academy for a year, and then as soon as I stopped doing that, I just went into different routes of work, and I luckily got given the opportunity, and I took my opportunity. And
She's universal phrase.
Okay, you happy with those? Okay, so I'm going to shoot a blank one so that we know who's a who, and then we'll go again. Okay. Eliza, do you want to have your go?
We're going to do one.
Yeah. Remember what it says? That's your pick up. Any issues of focus? Yeah. Get a few, get a few. You happy with those? Yeah? Okay, great. So should we jump in? Are we going in?
Yeah, I think we're going to get all the adults in.
Sorry, can we get Alex and
Yes.
Jeremiah in that one just to make sure that they're definitely in.
Where's
Not yet, not yet.
Yeah, we're coming back.
Anyone else in the game? Come on.
I took one anyway. She can look at it.
You can do photo first.
No, no photo, just hello.
There's a lot of chatting this morning with you, very nice. Sunshine's out. More for the article. Yeah, exactly how it's all. You pull up the job by it's alright. Do they? Are you inviting your family over to stay? It feels like that's what just happened.
I mean, no.
Sure, I mean, why not? Everyone come and stay.
I feel like my question. I was like, I have to.
So, yeah, I got it. It's not the maddest question I've ever been asked.
Feel free.
Feel free to invite your family around. I will look for them. What's your surname?
Orodetto.
Rebecca, okay. Whereabouts and when do they live?
Like kind of behind the high street. Like, I mean, you know.
I know some areas of
I do come in. My sister's having a baby at the moment. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted to.
Should we talk diaries and work out times? We'll make some plans. Guys, you're doing fantastic work. It's amazing. Young people are really excited as well. You're talking about what they care about, what they so you're clearly doing a lot of amazing work, boosting the next generation. Are you all volunteers?
Oh, they're paid.
They're all paid.
Well, we have some volunteers here. We're paid to be here. But do you guys want to talk about what you do?
You're probably aware in this field there is food and businesses.
But you're growers, so these are the growers.
30 seconds, sorry, 30 seconds.
The growers?
These are our growers.
I'm on the board now, Spring Entertainment, and I'm moving into Simon Patterson. I really love to think about how we can some of the community stuff that I know it's...
Oh, so that's why they are.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. It's good. Really fun. Surely more.
Sarah.
Sorry.
Okay, bye. Wow.